What makes great and excellent payment professionals? Which criteria will be the most important for you to judge if a payment professional is great? And more important, can you become a great and excellent payment professional? In this video, I will share my view on these questions and give you some tips to move faster in your understanding of payments and payment systems. Hi, I'm John Paul, payment author and trainer. I run the blog paymentor.com and I'm co-founder of Pemrix, a Qualiope certified training organization and a career accelerator for payment professionals. Pemrix was founded with the purpose of helping payment professionals all over the world to understand payments and succeed in their projects. So the question we are about to discuss is really at the heart of what we do. What makes a payment professional great and excellent? And more interesting for you, can you become a payment professional that is great and excellent? There are many criteria that can be mentioned, and we are interested in your insight on this topic. Please share your views by posting a comment below. I have chosen to focus on 4 criteria that taken together enable a payment professional to really stand out from the crowd. Let's consider each of them. First, a great payment professional is self-confident. Self-confidence is a feeling of trust in your abilities, qualities, and judgment. For many of us, it is not natural. It takes time to acquire that feeling of trust. You need to learn a lot and master the key concept of the payment domain. And the more you learn, the more self-confident you become. But self-confidence is not a know-it-all attitude. On the contrary, self-confident people are confident in their abilities to discover and learn new things. And they are curious and keen to absorb knowledge. So they listen carefully to what their customers and colleagues say and can make the connection with what they already know in order to solve problems. This brings us to the second criteria of what makes a payment professional great and excellent. She or he is a real-life payments problem solver. If you have all the knowledge of the world but are unable to solve, anticipate, or avoid problems, that knowledge will be useless. So, great payment professionals understand the problems that customers face and provide solutions that work. Your customers do not pay for what you know, but for the solutions that you provide for them. It is therefore essential to turn our knowledge into wisdom and solve real-life problems for your customers. But how to achieve that if you work on a completely different area in payment and you even do it with a new customer? This is where the third criteria comes into play. A payment professional is able to become indispensable in any payment project. For an excellent payment professional, it does not matter on what type of payment instrument he is working. It can be cards, checks, domestic transfer, or cross-border payments. It does not matter. He masters the key concepts so well that he can quickly tackle new challenges and deliver outstanding results. Consequently, his customers are delighted and want to keep him because they know he can and will get the job done. Finally, a payment professional that is great and excellent is a team player, a pacificator who can work anywhere in the world. He can move from Germany to Australia, from India to Canada, from South Africa to Singapore, and he will be able to collaborate with different teams and people and deliver outstanding results. As we will see later, payment professionals must generally interact with a large number of people in their assignments. This makes soft skills even more important for them. Payment professionals must be true pacificators. They embrace culture and diversity. They respect and value differences. Because to pay means to pacify. The essence, the purpose of the payment business is to pacify. Therefore, payment professionals pacify their colleagues, pacify their teams, pacify their customers, and pacify the world. In the following, I will focus more on hard skills. At Pemrix, we have identified 2 cornerstones for becoming highly skilled payment professionals and achieving excellence. The first one is the payment domain knowledge, and the second one is the understanding of payment IT systems. Let's take a closer look at each cornerstone. The first one, payments domain knowledge, is about understanding and explaining key concepts in payments. And the good news is that those key concepts are the same everywhere in the world and for any payment instruments. Here, we have listed some of them. I present them with some of the questions that an excellent payment professional should be able to answer. Payment system models and payment market infrastructures. What are they and how are they organized and structured? Clearing. What is bilateral clearing and what is multilateral clearing? Settlement. What is gross settlement? What is deferred net settlement? And what is continuous net settlements? And what are the differences between deferred net settlement and continuous net settlement? Payment service users and payment service providers. Who are they and what are their needs? Correspondent banking. What is an account relationship? What are Nostro, Vostro, and Loro accounts? What is the correspondent network of a financial institution? A very hot topic in the industry right now is the message standards. The world is moving towards the ISO 20022. A great and excellent payment professional should be familiar with the ISO 20022 standard and important messages like the PAIN 1, the PAX 8, or the PAX 9. In addition, a message tells a story. Great payment professionals are able to decode that story and the true meaning of a message. Now, let's talk about the payment processing value chain. It consists of the following main processes: payment acquisition and reporting, payment order management, and payment exchange. What happens in each of these process steps and what functions support those processes? Finally, regulations. We should be aware that regulatory requirements do exist on payments in any country. It can be about the execution time, the reporting, the audit trail, the archiving, and so on. If you understand and is able to explain these key concepts, then it will really empower you and you will gain a lot of self-confidence. But to solve real-life payments problems, you need to go further. You need the second cornerstone or pillar, which is about the payments IT systems understanding. And this, let me begin with the quote of John Donne, who said, "No man is an island." We can transpose this sentence in IT because IT applications can be compared to living objects. They get created, they live long or less, they interact with their environment, namely with other applications, and then they die when they are replaced. That's why I took the liberty of twisting the quote a little bit, and we get the following quote: "No payment engine is an island." The picture you see here depicts a payment engine and the many applications of the IT systems it interacts with. To become a great payment professional, we need first to understand what a payment engine is, what kind of functions it performs, and why. Then we need to understand why a payment engine must communicate with other applications of the IT system and how that communication happens. Why, for example, is synchronous communication used instead of asynchronous communication, or vice versa? What are the roles fulfilled by each surrounding system, and so on? So you see, payment domain knowledge is important, but it is not enough. It is essential to understand the IT systems and how they really support the payment processing. Becoming a great payment professional requires time and effort. You need to learn both payment domain and payment IT systems at the same time. And if you don't have the proper training and guidance, guess what can happen? You may need way much more time than necessary to become great and excellent and start enjoying your work. Today, I'm able to present payment concept in such a way that even a layman can understand. But that was not always the case. Actually, it took me 4 years to understand domestic payments and another year to understand cross-border payments. So 5 years in total. I could not find courses that address both the payment domain and payment IT systems. On my projects, I did not get the information in a structured way, and therefore it took me some time to connect the dots. Now, just imagine what your career and life will be if you receive the proper information and training. Instead of 5 years like me, you can shorten this time frame to 1 year or even less. Just imagine the impact it could have. First, you will avoid the frustration I had to go through. You will gain tremendous confidence because you will master the key concept. You will add value quickly on any payment projects and your customers will be happy. You will become great and excellent. I've created a program that can enable you to achieve just that. It is the Payment Mastering Program. Currently, it consists of 6 world-class payment courses and amazing bonuses. The Payment Mastering Program is a limited program, and I'm going to be taking on a limited number of students that we will turn into great and excellent payment professionals after a year. So, if you are ready to move forward, if you are ready to get mastering payments and create new opportunities in your career, then I can't wait to help you achieve your goals. In the next video, I will share the detailed content of the program with the amazing bonuses you will get if you join. The registration period is limited. It begins today. So you can already join if you want. With Pemrix, understanding payments has never been easier. To finish, I want to take an example. If you don't know the PIN code to unlock a smartphone, you may spend hours, days, weeks, or even months and you won't be able to access the phone. And at some point, you may even think that you are dumb. But what a difference if you know the PIN code. If you know it, you can unlock the smartphone in a matter of seconds. So knowledge gives you a true power. Now, how long do you need to learn the PIN code? A few seconds. With the Payment Mastering Program, you will be empowered. You will learn the things that many in the industry struggle with, not because they are dumb, but because no one has ever taught them how these things work. Without guidance, you may need years to understand these concepts and a few more years to know how to apply them. With the Payment Mastering Program, you will grow very, very quickly in knowledge and wisdom, and that will open tremendous opportunities for your career and your life. So what are you waiting for? Join the Payment Mastering Program now. The registration period is limited. It begins today. In the next video, I will share the detailed content of the program with the amazing bonuses you will get. See you in the Payment Mastering Program.